Hey everybody, welcome back to Boca Ciega Custom Shop. Jason here. We just had our new project come strutting through the door. We're gonna wake up this Indonesian-made cheap version of a student guitar into something that you could take out gigging, be proud to play, and do it on a budget. The Fender Mustang, in my mind, is an iconic guitar. It came out in the 60s, and it was kind of like the souped-up version of an even smaller guitar that only had one pickup called the Music Man, made by Fender.
Dickhead, it's actually called the Music Master. Then we made the Duo Sonic, which is more like your model. I don't know why they call this thing a Mustang.
It did have a tremolo bridge. This kind of cheap modern version is a hardtail or a fixed bridge, which actually I don't really mind. It's going to make it really easy to sort of get this thing tuned up and make it more reliable if you really don't need that tremolo, which I feel like I don't use that much. After the 60s, they kind of found their way into punk rock and sort of counterculture rock of the 70s and 80s, and then once again made famous by, of course, Kurt Cobain. And then they've made a whole slew of them beyond. But back when Kurt first started playing, he was even making homemade versions of these just out of park guitars, because until he made his initial purchase of 10 of them from the Japanese factory that were like left-handed, they were all ones that he just put together with Chris the bassist. So I kind of feel like in the spirit of Kurt, we can jazz this thing up and make it sound like his without making it cost too much. I'm looking to keep this project under $300. This particular copy was crafted in Indonesia in 2019 at the Cork factory. You can tell that by the serial number. It says ICS. That stands for that particular factory. They make a lot of guitars. There's some cool videos out there on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description below that actually show the breadth of guitars that they build there. It's got a basswood body, which of course it's not alder, but it's going to be kind of similar to the Univox guitar body composition that Kurt used in Bleach and some of the early Nirvana stuff. So again, if you're chasing that sound, it's a great body. It's nothing high end, so I don't want to put a lot of money in it. Also with the neck, it has nickel frets. They're not stainless steel, so they're not going to last forever. So this is going to be a budget guitar, and it's going to probably about have the life of a budget guitar, at least until the neck gets replaced. And the necks are kind of pricey for these things. So budget build. Let's get down to what we're actually going to do to it. So I've played this guitar quite a bit in the last 2 days since I got it from the dude. The setup on it is totally horrible. The action is like super duper high. The neck kind of has a decent amount of relief in it. A lot of people say these stock neck pickups are kind of a little hot, so you can tell that he compensated it by pulling it down. The stock pots are absolute garbage. The tone actually isn't that bad, but the volume knob is basically the same from 2 all the way to full. So let's get talking about things that we're going to do to this to sort of keep it on budget, and some things I'm going to do that are optional, and some things that you could do that are optional that I'm not going to do. But first off, we'll talk electronics. I kind of like the way that this stock bridge pickup sounds, especially for like dirty Nirvana type sounds. So I am going to leave this pickup in there. The bridge pickup I'm going to swap out, and there'll be a whole nother video on each one of these projects. So if you guys are interested in building guitars, repairing guitars, hot rodding guitars, or you just want to follow the projects along, please subscribe below, turn on that notification bell. This is a brand new channel. At this point, there's only like 5 subscribers. So please, guys, help me build this thing, help it get monetized out there. That way maybe some people will mail me some stuff that I can test for you so you don't have to waste your time or money doing it at home. And also, learn how to do this. I only started doing this like a year and a half ago, which is crazy. One of the things that kept me from playing guitar for years was my guitar was messed up and I didn't know how to fix it. My buddy fixed it, and within a year he had me building these. And you're gonna meet him in some other videos because we are standing up a legit wood shop to build bodies and amp cabs. So if you wanna watch the journey, hit subscribe. Since we are trying to stay on a budget, I don't want to replace anything I don't have to replace. The selector switch is working fine. I am going to replace the volume pot just because I don't like it. The tone pot is working just fine. This is going to be a budget thing. We're not really going to be recording with this. And remember, like I said, I'm going for like dirty garage band type fun with this thing. The last thing we're going to do on the body is we are going to replace these bridge saddles. I kind of have those bent metal, bent steel Fender ones on all my guitars. They come on a lot of the Player Series Fender products, and I really like them. So we're going to keep the same bridge, and we're just going to pull those off and put those on. And then the neck, we are going to totally soup up. We're going to take it off. I'm going to leave this neck plate the same. This is something that we could update. It says Squier. It's whatever. I'm trying to keep it a budget build, but I would swap that out with something cool for like 15 bucks. But we are going to replace the tuners with some lock-in tuners. We're going to put a little bit of a finish on this neck and get it a little bit more not so raw feeling. So that way your hand can slide up and down it. Repair a couple little dents that are in here. And then we're gonna take off this logo and put on our own logo, since it'll officially be a Boca Ciega custom shop product. And I'll teach you all how to put the clear coat on the headstock and make it look pretty close to OEM. Thanks a lot for stopping by, guys. I really am so glad that you found me here. Be sure, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, ding the notification bell. That way you don't miss the next step in this project. I'll see you all next time. Bye.